Why should I hire you? Yes, you. Why should I hire you? Let's talk about that in today's video. Hey designer, Alex here, welcome to the channel, and before we get started with today's video, make sure to check out my membership. Link is going to be down in the description below. Membership contains all of my courses, digital design products, private access to the Facebook group, practice files for these YouTube videos, and much more. So if you're interested in content like that, make sure to check it out. Once again, link is going to be down in the description below. Now, the reason I'm making this video is recently I was searching for designers on one of the online platforms. I'm not going to mention which one, and I had a specific project in mind. I have a specific deadline. I had a specific budget, so I had a specific brief. I mentioned all of those things, and I just tested a few of the designers out there just to see what are they going to send me. And guess what? Majority of designers just sent me their portfolios and just mentioned prices. Just 1 out of 200, yes, 200 designers, just one of them actually offered the solution to the problem I was having. So the lesson here is, what do you have to offer and why I should hire you? It's just not just the money, it's not just your portfolio. Your portfolio can be best in the world, but why I should hire exactly you? What are the solutions to my problems that you might be offering as a designer? So if I have a specific problem in hand and I mentioned that problem in the design brief, and I mentioned why I need designers and what is this project all about, how can you as a designer help me with that particular problem? So offer solutions. Don't just offer yourself as a service, as a give all take all solution. What are the specific solutions that you as a designer can offer to my problems? So next time when you see a specific job request or job position opening out there on any one of these websites, make sure to read it. Make sure to take your time. Don't just send the proposal right away. Don't just give the money and say, take me, hire me, because that's really a bad approach and it's not going to bring you much work. If it is going to bring you work, it's going to bring you long hanging fruit and just people who are searching for the cheapest solutions out there. If that is you, that's fine. You do you. Just take those lowest possible salaries out there, lowest possible paying jobs, and leave the rest of us to take the high quality jobs with most pay. What I'm saying right here is, make sure to take your time to understand what that client actually needs, and make sure to read it through and understand and be honest with yourself if you can actually help your client. Because if you cannot help your client, what is the point of sending that proposal? Don't waste your time, don't waste their time if you think and you know for sure that you're not the good fit for that particular project. If you don't know how to do certain thing, don't send that proposal, because it's going to be a waste of time for you and your client, and it's going to be a waste of money for your client, and they're probably going to end up leaving you a bad review, which in turn is not going to bring you more work in the future. It's going to even bring you less work. So make sure to be honest with yourself, make sure to be honest with your client, and make sure to understand, what am I as a designer offering to this client as a solution? Is it my design thinking? Is it my wireframing skills? Is it my project planning skills? Is it my researching skills? What is it that you actually bring to the table to this particular client? And then make sure to read the design brief and make sure to explain to your potential client how can you, with your skill that we just mentioned, can help them solve that particular problem. So for example, if they have a website with, let's say, 50 different pages and they need it for e-commerce, for example, how can you as a designer help them solve those problems for e-commerce? Perhaps you can approach and tell them, look, I already work on projects like this in the future. Here is my portfolio. That's great. But then make sure to follow up with the solution. I did this for this client and I helped them scale, for example, from 5K to 15K because we used this particular layout of that website, and that helped them scale much more because it improved the ability for the users to make better purchasing decisions much more quickly than before. And I think a solution like that would help you and your business much better if you just use it rather than these standard solutions from the templates online. So there you go. You don't speak about yourself, you speak about the client and how can you help solve those clients' problems. That's the whole idea here, and that's the whole thing, because clients are hiring you not because they like you, not because they need a fantastic looking design. They're hiring you because you need to be able to solve specific problems that those clients might be facing. So solve those problems if you can. If you cannot, then don't work with them. I don't have to hire you just for the sake of your good looking design skills. You have to be able to understand the actual problem that these clients are having, and how can you as a designer solve that particular problem if you can. If you cannot, then stop wasting your time and your client's time, because it's not going to lead you anywhere down the line. If you're thinking, well, I don't know, how can I solve those problems? Well, do your research. Check online, see what others are doing, see what others are doing in your particular niche, and how can you as a designer help solve those problems in that particular niche. I'm mentioning niches all of the time in my videos, and designers just don't listen. They're just jack of all trades but master of none. Make sure to focus on one niche, stick to it, understand it, explore it, see how can you solve problems as a designer in that particular niche and that particular niche only. And then after you solve that niche, after you scale that niche, get enough clients in that particular niche, then you can move on to other niches and use those things that you learned in that particular niche and scale it up and move it to other niches. So basically, why should I hire you? If I shouldn't, that's fine. But if I should, explain to me why I should hire you in the first place. Thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you found value in it. If you did, make sure to press that like button. I upload new videos every single week on Adobe XD, on design, passive income techniques, and more. So if you're interested in content like that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.